Do you ever feel stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't get better at something? Well, what if I told you that in just 30 days, you could completely rewire the way you think about challenges, failure, and success? Today, I'm going to show you how to develop a growth mindset in just 1 month. And trust me, if you stick with it, your life will never be the same. Before we dive in, imagine this. Two students take the same test. One fails and one says, I'm just not good at math. The other fails and says, I need to try a different way to study. Which one do you think is going to succeed in the long run? That difference, the way we think about failure, is exactly what a growth mindset is all about. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Aspire Daily TV, a channel where you inspire yourself, a channel where you grow, a channel where you change your mindset, a channel where you learn how to develop yourself, how to change your mindset, how to grow your mindset, and how to think positive and not negative. Well, as I earlier said, today we are going to be talking about how to develop a growth mindset in 30 days. The very first question you need to ask yourself is, what is a growth mindset? What is a growth mindset? Psychologists introduce the idea of fixed versus growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that talent and intelligence are set in stone. You are either smart or you are not, good at something or bad at it. That is a fixed mindset. But a growth mindset says your abilities can improve with effort, strategies, and learning from mistakes. In short, failure isn't the end, it's feedback. That is what a growth mindset thinks. So, are you in the group of a growth mindset or are you in the group of a fixed mindset? You can answer that question by yourself. Now, let's talk about the 30-day growth mindset challenge. Remember, our challenge is 30 days. So, let's talk about how you can challenge yourself in 30 days. I'm going to break it according to weeks, not days. Now, week one is awareness. And week one, remember, it takes 7 days to be 1 week. So, we are going to talk about awareness. The first thing you need to do is to write down your biggest limiting beliefs. What are those limiting beliefs? What do you believe in that limits you in life? Example, I am bad at public speaking. If that is what is limiting you, you need to write it down. For every negative belief, add the word yet. For example, I'm not good at public speaking yet. When you add the word yet, it gives you an impression. It makes you to know that you are not good now, but you can be good at it because you still have to work hard on that. The next thing you need to do is to keep a journal of when you catch yourself thinking in a fixed mindset. Awareness is the first step. So you need to really make yourself to realize when you always think of that fixed mindset. Put it down. The second week is reframe. That's day 8 to 14. you need to reframe. And how can you reframe? Practice reframing failure as feedback. Instead of I failed, say I learned one way that didn't work. Yes, when you do that, you realize that you have a growth mindset because you are not castigating yourself that you failed, but you tell yourself that you learned one way that didn't work. The next thing is each night, write down one challenge you faced and what you learned from that challenge. Write down one challenge you faced and what you learned from that challenge. And next, surround yourself with growth oriented voices, podcasts, books, or mentors. Don't surround yourself with fixed mindset people because you remain in that position. You should surround yourself with growth oriented voices, people that have a growth oriented mind, or podcasts, books, and mentors that are talking about a growth mindset. The third week is action week. That is from day 15 to 21. Push yourself out of your comfort zone every day. Try something small you usually avoid. Speak up in class, learning a new skill, or asking for feedback. When you hear your inner critic say, I cannot do this, add yet and try anyway. Celebrate effort, not just results. Reward yourself for showing up. Don't forget to always reward yourself. It's very important. The fourth week is habits. That's day 20 to 30. Practice gratitude for progress. Each day, write three things you did better today than yesterday. Teach someone else what you have learned. Explain growth mindset reinforces it. Teach someone else what you have learned. And explaining your growth mindset reinforces it. So always try to explain to someone. At the end of 30 days, reflect. How have your thoughts about challenges changed? What new things can you now do that you couldn't do before? It is always important to reflect and to see where you stand now as compared to before. What are the new things that you were afraid to do that you can do now? Reflection time is very important. So if you follow these steps, by day 30, you won't just think differently, you will act differently. You will stop avoiding challenges. You will take feedback as fuel and you realize that your potential isn't fixed, it's limitless. So, here's my challenge to you. Start today. For the next 30 days, commit to one small action that pushes you to grow. And if you want me to create a printable 30-day growth mindset challenge checklist, let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more self-growth tips, and share this with someone who needs a little mindset shift. Remember, you are not limited by who you are today. You are shaped by who you decide to become. See you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.